Hey guys, it's Vinny coming to you on Sunday the 19th, 10 after 5 p.m. Eastern. And we have the ES. I'm taking a look at some things that I noticed, obviously, that other people have noticed too. The September contract, the adjustments have shown the highs in March, April being hit. Okay. Also, if we zoom out a bit, we can look back to the lows previously put in back in September, October, where we were trending right through this extended trend line. Okay, I posted this on Thursday as well, the thoughts on this particular view. Noticing that TSI is moving higher, looking pretty strong at 66.84. We've seen this bullish look. Now if we go to, first of all, before I jump ahead, taking a look at the fibs from this high down to the low here, this one here. Obviously we've hit the 100% level. The 127's at 1456.48. Okay, if we move this out of the way a bit and we look at this last run that we put in, from this low up to the high of this week past, we can see the 127 is here in the middle at 1433.83, and the 127 and the 618, we have some confluence up here if this move continues higher. Now let's take a look at the weekly. One of the things that Carl was pointed out, and rightly so, we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks up. If you count this spinning top, that's 6. Okay, in this current move up. Okay, notice where our MAs are. They're trending higher. And notice where TSI is on the weekly. Okay, do we have room for another week push higher? We could, up to that 1433 level, the 127 extension. So it's around 1433, 1438, somewhere in that range there. If we move above this high that we put in on Friday, we could definitely see a move higher. Okay. Conversely, being this is a double top, some people are looking at this as, okay, we could move back this next week or the week after, or 2 weeks in a row to get down to this lower trend line, and then see a resumption of the trade higher. Okay, so we'll see something like a move down and then a move higher into possibly October. Really hard to call a top here because the market has been so super strong with the MAs cruising right up underneath price. I mean, we could see a little bit of a move down. Wouldn't hurt to see actually a handle build here. Okay, we've talked about this for a couple of weeks now, so that's very conceivable that we could see that and move down into the 50% 618 level. So we took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days to get up to this level here after this one large candle. So we kind of flagged here in this range where we broke out. So I'm just visualizing this myself, what would happen if we move down here. So let's take a look at some of our indicators that we follow. The DBV Harvest Fund, Currency Harvest Fund, Stephen Place was mentioning this wasn't confirming those higher highs that we were seeing on the S&P. We've had quite a few down days, and then we moved sideways the last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We look at the Ichimoku chart, you see basically the same thing. Tenkan-sen is up here, and Kijun-sen is flat. We got a lot of volume here. So we're above this volume. This could be a shelf that we're just sitting on top of. Kumo's fairly bullish. Price, Chiku, excuse me, is above price, so that's bullish. Note the US dollar end of day chart that we're stuck below the 50 and the 20 periods. We've tested to see these how many times bulls have tried to take control, and we got knocked back down below the 82.62 level. Okay, this horizontal. And by the way, that's my son listening to a movie right next to me, so bear with me. We had a nice bullish candle here, but we ran up to the 20 period and got knocked back down below the 50 period and the 82.62 level. So I'll be watching the euro and the US dollar this week. Note that we have a rising 20 period, and this is a 100 here. Okay, excuse me. We have a rising 100 period MA, and this level down here is the 81.26 level. That's the daily. Now the monthly, you can see that we put in a doji here after testing last month the highs at 84.10 and get knocked back down below this level here, point and figure resistance level. That's drawn in on the charts. Okay. You can see that we still have our uptrend intact, but there's a very good possibility we could fill the 81.36 level and created a 3-box reversal and move down to this trend line before a resumption higher. All right, that would all play out, make sense. August, September, October, November, and then perhaps a bounce sometime October, November, December. Happen to note the NYA is on a tear here after this triple top here at 7,900 on a point and figure. Just something that I happened to observe. Note the S&P, we're above resistance at 1404. Okay, and there's really no resistance up until the next level at 1432, which is off the chart here. MAs are moving higher. S&Ps, we have resistance here at 1418 possibly, and then 1420 up here. That was put in looks like 12. This was April of 2012 where we hit this high of 1420. That would be right. Again, the S&P 100, this level here at 640, we breached above that, we broke above that, and now our next level is 668 on the S&P 100. Bullish percent, the OEX, notice that we're up at the nosebleed section here. We've still got some way to go before we get up to the February, March highs of the bullish percent, but we're in areas where we could conceivably turn around and bleed off some of this bullishness. Comp, we're just cruising higher. NASDAQ 100 up above resistance here, 2760. Okay, these are all horizontals, all based on point and figure charts, by the way. The industrials, I have IBM, and as part of the 30, with resistance up here at the 13,043 level. It'll be interesting to see if we get up there before we turn around. Okay, all the MAs are moving higher. Russell, same thing. We're up above this resistance level at 802.46, 45. All right, and the next resistance level we have is 835. So we have some room to run here on the Russell. Note that we're building a cup here. Good to see if we could run up here at 835 or the 853 level and produce a handle, and then higher into the elections.